Hi there, how are you? I'm back with part three of going over my notes of the webinar that I did a few months ago, okay? And if you remember, the title of the webinar was Ultimate Breakthrough Healing, 5 Shifts to Let Go of Deep-Seated Pain so that you can become your best self, okay? So today we're going to go over the first of the 5 shifts that I made to heal myself and that you can make if you want to heal yourself, okay? All right. So the first shift says authenticity is key. Now, I want to read a definition of Brene Brown, what she says as far as authenticity. Now, Brene Brown, she's a best-selling author. I don't know if you've seen her books or maybe even read some of her books, but she's available on Amazon, okay? She says, authenticity is the daily practice of letting go of who we think we're supposed to be and embracing who we are. So that's a quote by Brene Brown. And she had struggles in her life. If you ever read one of her books, Dare to Dream, I forget, I'm so sorry, I forget the title now. Was it Dare to something? I have to look it up. I'm so sorry about that. Maybe I get it for you next time, okay? But you can Google her on Amazon. You can Google her and then you also look her up on Amazon and you can find the books that she's written. And like I said, she struggled with a few things. So she's a good example that we may want to follow, okay? Okay, so authenticity is key. It says show up as your true self. Now, there are a lot of fake people out there, right? And you've heard the saying, fake it till you make it. In some instances, that works, right? But as far as healing, no, it won't. Okay, you have to be your true self to get to the bottom of what it is that's hurting you and then to heal it. Okay, so authenticity is showing up as your true self. Now it says being fake and appearing as this super strong person who can't be hurt anymore because you believe you've overcome what you considered a weakness, that's not being honest with yourself. And I used to think I was this superwoman, okay, because I was a wife, I was a mother, I had 3 sons and a daughter, and I could do everything, right? Even though I was hurting so bad inside, okay, but I wouldn't let it show because I figured they needed me, I had to be here, I had to show up. So I was this superwoman who couldn't be hurt anymore, right? I pushed it all in the background, way back there. Wouldn't think about it. For a while, it lasted, okay? But then it keeps coming up, okay? And as I got older, I learned more and more how to deal with it because I identified what it is that was in me that was hurting so bad. I identified the true source, even though I know it was stemming from something that happened to me a long time ago. But I wasn't really being honest with myself as to why it was hurting me for so long. Why is it still there? Why couldn't I just let it go? Why did I just push it in the background, but I didn't eliminate it? I didn't heal it, right? Okay, so I was being fake for a long time. It says pretending you have everything under control because you don't want to be looked at as a failure will not get you the outcome that you long for and will only prolong the process. So sometimes we're afraid, right? That people look on us as a failure. We don't want to be a failure. Nobody wants to fail, right? But if we have the true idea about failing, then we don't mind failing. We don't want to be a failure, but we don't mind failing in some of our, things that we're doing because it's through failure that we learn, right? Oh, sorry about that. That's my dog. He's moving the video. So sorry about that. Okay, he's over here messing with himself. Sorry about that. But so anyway, we don't want to be a failure per se, but sometimes we have to fail in order to improve, in order to get better, right? Okay. So we're not going to worry about being looked on as a failure by being fake. Okay, we want to heal what is our problem and then eliminate it. Okay, it says also if you want to heal, you have to acknowledge the pain and bring it out into the open. If you hide your pain, it can't leave. Okay, and we hide it very well. Yes, we do. We hide our pain. We put on this fake smile, this fake happiness, right? Because we don't want anybody to know that we're hurting. We're hurting so bad inside. We don't want nobody to know. So we learn to hide it. And we hide it really well. until we get into our own room, and we get into our own thoughts again, and we remember, and then we hurt, and then we cry, right? We can't hide it from ourselves all the time. No. In public, yes, but when we're by ourselves, it's still there. We know it's still there, and it hurts. So once we acknowledge that it's still there and that it's still hurting, then we can do something about it, right? So we have to acknowledge the pain is there and bring it out into the open. Don't hide it. Talk to somebody about it. Let it out in the open, right? Okay. It says your ego is the one that wants to protect you by keeping you in the old familiar thought pattern. The ego wants to protect us, keep us the same. Don't rock the boat, right? Keep it the same as it is. That's a protection. But that doesn't mean we're moving forward. No, it doesn't. It says your heart wants to heal and let go of that old pattern and move to the next level. The ego doesn't, but our heart does, right? Because it knows that we need to let go of the pain and then be free to live a happy life. Okay, next it says to be successful then in going through the healing process, it's crucial for you to show up as the real you, committed to make a change and ready to take action on your behalf. So are you ready to take action on your behalf? It took me a while to get to that point. It did. I was fake for a long time. I hid the pain. Yep. And my ego was telling me, just stay, keep everything the same, don't rock the boat, right? Nothing's going to change. But then once I acknowledged that no, the pain is still there, it still hurts like hell, right? I don't feel like I'm worth anything. I have no self-worth. I think I'm the slowest thing out here, right? Because I did bad things. Because someone made me think that I did bad things. But once I recognized that it wasn't my fault, it wasn't me, because I was a child, but it was the adults that were doing the wrong. That was like, yeah, a weight lifted off. And then I could make the process of healing, right? By looking at it with different eyes. So the first shift then that you have to make in order to help yourself to heal in the way that I can help you as well is be authentic. Show up as your true you. Don't be fake. Okay? That is if you want to heal. And I'm sure you do. Let go of that hurt. Okay? All right. So this was the first shift. Be authentic, because authenticity is the key to healing your pain. Showing up as the real you. Okay? All right. Well, I'll be back with the next shift, which is using the power of awareness. Okay? Becoming aware. Very important. And we'll talk next time. Okay. Take care. Bye. Thanks again for listening to